Welcome to the final call. My name is Afriye Bernard. I'm the resident physician for the final call. Today I want to walk you through a topic named sudden unexpected deaths. Sudden unexpected death. With the high prevalence of sudden unexpected deaths in our communities and societies, it has become very imperative to look at it and to address it for better health and then longevity. By definition, sudden unexpected death is an abrupt or unforeseen passing of an individual, occurring usually without any warning sign or without any indication of the person being seriously ill. All you realize is you are with your brother, you are with your health worker, you are with your co-worker, and the person falls on the ground. He's rushed to the hospital and confirmed dead. This is so unfortunate. We don't want this to happen. So with this session, we're going to look at what it is, the causes, and how we can prevent some of these things. But the causes of sudden unexpected deaths are multifaceted, encompassing medical factors, environmental factors, and our lifestyle. So, what are the causes of sudden unexpected death? Number one, 80% of the cases of sudden unexpected death are due to what we call cardiovascular diseases. Cardiovascular diseases. They account for 83% of sudden unexpected death. Let's split it down. Cardio means anything pertaining to the heart. Vascular has to do with blood vessels. So a disease of the heart and its blood vessel. Any harm or any disorder that has to do with your heart and its blood vessel are termed cardiovascular diseases. The second cause of sudden unexpected death has to do with cerebrovascular diseases. That we term it stroke. Cerebrovascular diseases. Cerebral has to do with the cerebrum or the brain. Vascular, blood vessels. So any disease or disorder of the brain and its blood vessels, we term it stroke. That also accounts for about 10% of cases of sudden unexpected death. The third one, that accounts for about 5% of the causes of sudden unexpected death, has to do with alcoholism and hard drugs intake. Alcoholism and hard drugs intake, they account for 5% of sudden deaths. Now, with the 2% of the cases, we'll group it as others. And this includes medical emergencies like acute abdomen, including ruptured ectopic pregnancies, ruptured appendicitis, perforated lumen, perforated typhoid, and epilepsy, diabetic complications like diabetic ketoacidosis or DKA, and then accidents, exposure to smoke, etc., etc. All these factors, we group it under the 2% of the cases of sudden unexpected death. Now, because cardiovascular diseases account for the majority of the causes of sudden unexpected death, I want us to delve a little into it. Now, what are some of the types of cardiovascular diseases? So let us appreciate it. 1. Coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease is a type of cardiovascular disease. Coronary arteries are arteries that carry blood towards the heart. The heart is a machine or a pump that pumps blood to supply the blood containing nutrients and oxygen to other parts of the body. The heart also needs blood to also survive itself, to get the energy or the strength to pump. So those arteries that carries blood to the heart muscle itself, they are the coronary artery. So if there is a disease, there's some harm, there's some disorder of those arteries towards the heart, it accounts to sudden unexpected death. And coronary artery disease accounts for about 49% of the cases of sudden unexpected disease. What do I mean by coronary artery disease? It usually results from a term we call atherosclerosis, where there are plaque formation. Plaque are substances or materials that form inside the lining of blood vessels. And it can be due to accumulation of macrophage cells, blood clots, fats and cholesterols in your lumen. It can be due to accumulation of calcium and electrolytes in your blood vessel. So this place can line inside your blood vessel, further narrowing the blood vessel and impairing blood flow to the tissue, whether to your heart, whether to your brain, whether to your eye, or wherever. So coronary artery disease is a very serious issue that we need to address. And if this happens, you experience symptoms like chest pain, that radiates usually to your back, a difficulty in breathing, you can have palpitations, your heart can beat very fast, and all that. Coronary artery disease. The second type of cardiovascular disease is myocardial infarction. That we term it heart attack. Heart attack. Now, when a coronary artery, becomes completely blocked, whether by the plaque or by narrowing of the artery or stenosis, we call it stenosis. You see that the arteries will clench to each other due to whatever reason. When there is this blockade, complete blockade of these coronary arteries, the heart muscle suffers a lot. It becomes deprived of blood, becomes deprived of oxygen, and that heart muscle can die off. And so you realize that clients suffering this will experience sometimes severe chest pains. They can have shortness of breath. They can vomit a lot. They can sweat profusely. And if care is not taken, we will lose him. The third type of cardiovascular disease is heart failure. And heart failure usually it develops when the heart is unable or fails to pump blood that usually commensurates with the requirements of the tissues of the body. So for every minute, the heart has a required amount of blood that is supposed to supply to every tissue. But if for whatever reason, whether there is a plaque that is blocking a supply to the heart, or whether the heart muscle itself is becoming diseased, or whether the conduction system is getting distorted, if the heart fails to supply the blood, then we have an issue. The heart becomes failed. Some of the signs that shows that somebody's heart is failing could be easy fatigability. You walk small, you are tired. With a minimal exertion, you are very tired, you are panting, have difficulty in breathing. You have difficulty in breathing when you lie flat. When you lie flat, you can't unless you add on more pillows. Chest pain or chest pressure. You have palpitations. You have visible neck veins or distended neck veins. You lose weight, you wouldn't feel for food. There could be abdominal distension. There could be fluid in your abdomen and all that. Let's move on to the fifth type of cardiovascular disease. Arrhythmias, cardiac arrhythmias. Arrhythmias, they are disorders that affect the heart rhythm. Arrhythmia. Arrhythmia means rhythm. So the heart pumps with a certain rhythm, certain frequency, certain strength, certain beat. So if there is disorder of the rhythm of the heart, there is an issue. And it can be caused by heart disease or some electrolyte imbalances in a system, or it can even be due to stress. If you overstress, your heart rhythm will change. And note that if the rhythm changes, it commensurates with the blood that is supplying. So if we need, let's say, 20 mils of blood to be supplied, if the rhythm is distorted, then it means that we are losing a substantial amount of blood. So you will be short of blood at a point. That is also a cause of sudden unexpected death. The C type of cardiovascular disease, we call it peripheral artery disease. Peripheral artery disease. This condition usually affects the legs, where there is insufficient blood flow through the legs, or there is a blockade, or there is something narrowing the veins or the arteries in your legs. This is very serious, as it can cause leg pain, cramping pain when you do physical activity, and there will be limited blood flow to that side. If care is not taken, that plaque or that clot can dislodge and come and block your heart or your lungs or your brain. Can cause heart attack, can cause stroke, can cause a whole lot of issues with difficulty in breathing and all that.